I can put filters on here. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Can I put filters on here? I don't know how to use this. Can somebody tell me how to use this? Can I put like some filters or something and make it cool? What can we do? I don't need no filter. It look fun. Peace, peace. Is somebody in here with me? I have never been live on TikTok before, so this is like a whole new experience. So I'm assuming that somebody's on here with me already. Let me see. Can I look and see? Can I? Oh, I can see you. Yes. Invitation to go live together. No, I don't know you. I'm sorry. Thank you, Hannah. You know what? Anytime a woman tell another woman that she's beautiful, it's because she's beautiful too. Real talk. So I figured I would get on here and introduce myself. Okay, look like I'm gonna have to get a moderator on TikTok like I do on YouTube. Okay. Peace. Melanated man. I'm from Memphis, so I would say man. Peace to y'all. So look, I figured that I would introduce myself because I'm reading the comments and stuff, and it's obvious that some of you have never heard of me and don't know me, which is cool because we can get to know each other. I have been very resistant to putting myself on TikTok for many reasons that I will not get in. I am what you would call a conspiracy theorist, except I bring receipts and research to prove the shit that I teach. That's the difference. I have been doing this since 2006 publicly. I have been sharing my visions, my prophecies, my dreams, my premonitions, my meditations, and people have watched me go from being homeless and pregnant, no help, to having everything. Having everything. And I say that with gratitude and joy and just bliss. It's my baby girl right here.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello. Yes. So I have been through so much. I have actually died twice. Not like, like medical papers I can show you. So I got my medical records, and it was so many we had to get a storage unit just to keep the medical records in. So you can see some of my scars, you know what I'm saying, on here. I ain't shame of this shit I've been through, you know what I'm saying. But I'm silly. I like to have fun because my life has been really, really hard, and learning how to laugh at myself and joke and have fun, it just makes life so much easier. So that's a little bit about me. I call myself KHAMSIN the Oracle not because it's cute, but because I am a dream walker.
You're so beautiful.
Because I walk in between realms. I dream in a very lucid manner. I go and visit people. People that I have done readings with said I came to their house and was like addressing issues, and it was accurate. And they was like, I got a reading with you because you came to me in a dream and explained to me. So even on the astral realm, I'm still doing healing work. What else can I tell y'all about me? Oh, cool.
You're so beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Oh, yes. You know what? Yes, I am a strong woman, but I also needed a man. So guess what? I had to learn how to sit my strong woman aside and get into my divine feminine and relax and let my man be my man. So, it's a balance game. But when you're single for a really long time and maybe you grew up rough like I did, yeah, you do have that really strong masculine energy. And so, but to attract your twin flame or your soulmate, you need to be able to relax into your feminine energy and let him lead. And so, yeah, so we teach that as well. For those of you who don't know, like, check me out on YouTube. Like I said, I've been doing it through my whole journey. I don't know if I'm crazy or if I just really love people that much where I was like, you know what? My life needs to be seen. Because I'm not the only person that's been abused. I'm not the only person that's been molested. I'm not the only person that had to go live with other people. I'm not the only person that ran away from home. I'm not the only person that felt unsafe growing up. I'm not the only person who didn't have both parents. I'm not the only person who maybe didn't have either parent. I'm not the only person who went through things. I'm not the only person who went to jail. I'm not the only person who went to prison. I'm not the only person who had an abortion. I'm not the only person who had a miscarriage. I'm not the only person who had a baby. I'm not the only person who had two near-death experiences. There are other people out there. I'm not the only person who has spiritual gifts. You feel me? So with that being said, I was just like, let the world see my life. And because I'm a very private person, that's difficult. And what I love about the fact that you all can Google me, like as far as the professional side of what I do, you can Google me. I just love it. I love the life that I have created. Nobody created it for me. I set the intention. I disciplined myself. I wrote my own narrative. I manifested the life that I wanted to have. I learned the laws of the universe. I learned the laws of hermetics, and so, when people come in and say things like, you shouldn't be teaching people how to manifest with gems, with crystals, with herbs and candles and chants and mantras and affirmations. People are commenting and they're like, you should just lead people to Jesus and you should tell people to do charity. And so after reading so many comments, I was like, you know what? Let me go live and introduce myself, because I'm assuming these people don't know who I am. I'm assuming these people don't know that I started my journey out as a Christian. And my visions, my research, I put in so many hours a day of research consistently. You can go and look at this consistently since 2006. So you cannot pull up on me and talk to me about scripture. I've been there, and I've been through more than most people. And not only did I survive, but I survived and I did it beautifully. I survived, and people who know me love me. I survived. I'm going to tell you, let me let you peep game real quick and see. I'm not trying to turn anybody against church or Jesus or Allah, whatever it is that you believe in. If it's working for you, I support you in that, because a truly spiritual person does not judge anyone for their path, because your evolution is yours alone. I can't judge your path of evolution. And so when somebody does that, that is a sign that you are religious and you have yet to become spiritual. So that's just a little bit. But I'm going to finish this thought. So when you see me posting stuff like what I post, it's because I study metaphysics. I study frequency. Everything is energy. Research Nikola Tesla. If you want to understand the universe, you must understand energy. So for those of you who maybe are Christians, I would say you probably shouldn't watch any of my stuff, because I am a sacred rebel. I'm a free thinker. I am exercising my free will every day, stepping more into my sovereignty every day, questioning everything every day, and living my life on my terms the way I want to. You know why? Because I deserve to. And I don't need nobody to tell me what I have a right to do, because my rights are just that, mine, and yours are yours.
Someone subbed on you.
They did? Okay. Oh, I see it. Cool. Yeah. Oh, that's sweet. Can you be my pool boy? We have one, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. Are you in the city? Like, you in 901? Because if we need another one, you can be the backup if you're good at what you do. Like, we support people. But yeah, so it's really dope that people can go and look and see me homeless. People can go and look and see me hooked up to IVs and cords and in ICU. They told me I would never walk again. They told me I would never be able to breathe again on my own. I had to have open heart surgery, and my heart completely stopped functioning. My organs stopped functioning. Doctors gave up on me over and over and over again. And when you go through that much, and when you believe, like you really believe, and you really discipline yourself, right? And whatever religion or whatever you were taught to do, when that shit stopped working, you stop and be like, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, My parents and those who raised me, they did the best that they could. But maybe what I have been taught just is not of resonance with my truth, with what works for me. You have to find what works for you. And this is what I support people doing, and being their authentic self. We actually need encouragement to pull away from the herd, because unconsciously we suppress and cause each other to not be their best version of themselves. Because if your best version of you looks nothing like anybody in your family, looks nothing like anybody in your crew, guess what? People not gonna like it. People not gonna understand it. And it's not personal. They just don't understand. So this is how I can move with love. You know, when you reach a certain level of greatness, you lose the ability to hate. I posted that on my IG. Like, I don't go and find quotes from other people and steal them. I share my life. I share my inspiration. And, you know, and so this is one of the things. This wasn't easy. I've been teaching the word of God for over 10 years. I've been prophesying for over 10 years publicly. And then when I found out that so much of what I learned was misinterpreted because the people that were taught this did not study the Gnostic, the Gnosis, the esoteric meaning. What does it really mean? So, you know, I haven't done debates in a really long time because I don't need to. I have already studied to show myself approved. And I want to leave you with this one thing. For those of you who feel like you need to rebuke me, I understand. Because I used to do the same thing. And I did not yet understand that it was not my place to tell other people how to live their life. Just live your life. Be you. And if indeed the way that you are living is the best way to live and approach life, people will see your fruits. You recognize a tree by its fruits. So you won't have to tell people what to do and what not to do. Just live and let people see you. Are you manifesting love? Are you manifesting health? I'm much healthier than I ever was. I came from my grave twice. And that's just on paper when my heart completely stopped. That's not counting all of the times where I have literally wrestled with death. For people who know me personally, they know that I'm not capping. I do nothing for clout. You know, so I have walked away from record deals. I have walked away from so many opportunities because I have never done shit for clout. This is why I get on here with no makeup on, because I don't do shit for clout. It don't even make sense to do that, because I live in freedom and liberation to inspire other people to be the best version of themselves, to live their best life. Like, you can actually do that, and it may not be the way, by the blueprint that you were given. And, you know, and that's not anything negative to our parents and grandparents and any others. This is just you finding what resonates with you. Wouldn't God want you to find yourself? Find the best version of yourself? Like, to me, that is the way I see the Creator. The Creator desires for us to co-create the life that we desire, right? So if indeed what I was doing was evil, demonic, wicked, causing harm, hurting people, and it was necessary for you guys to come in and say, hey, I rebuke this. Hey, Jesus is enough. Hey, you should do charity. I'm going to leave you with a little story, and I'm not going to go deep, because if I really wanted to destroy Christianity and church and religion, I could. I've been doing it. I studied myself in it and then out of it. See, y'all must realize that we come to this planet to evolve to the highest potential of ourselves. We don't come to this planet to just stay in one grade. It makes no sense to stay in middle school the whole time you're on earth. And so for me, religion was a of myself. So my content is not for people who are in religion and are happy and comfortable and is working for you. My content is for people who have not been able to fit in, who are the black sheeps, who think a little different. Maybe they're a little strange, peculiar, weird. People don't understand you. They can't figure you out. Maybe you're an empath. Maybe you're intuitive. Maybe you're a starseed. Maybe you're an indigo child. Maybe you see auras like I do. Maybe you see spirits like I do. Maybe you go to funerals and have full conversations with the people that died. If this is you, this is why you following me. So only reason I am on TikTok now, I've been doing a YouTube thing and it was great while it lasted, but they started censoring the hell out of me, shadow banning me, and I was like, yo, I didn't think I was big shit, but y'all making me feel like I'm big shit popping now because I'm getting censored in major ways. Talk about a targeted individual. I don't think people know what it means to be a targeted individual. So this is when I realized, you know what? I'm going to get on TikTok just so I can inspire the people who have never heard of me, right? This is the only reason I'm here. And I can go deeper into some intel and shadow government and deep state and the reason why I didn't want to be here. I'm taking a huge chance by being on TikTok, sharing my content. Y'all see, you already see. If you're new to me, then you ain't seen yet, but go back and watch when this live is over. But as you can see, I have very keen ability to pick up on the realm outside of the light spectrum of what we can see.
Someone called you.
Okay. Ah, Shay, that's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, baby.
Yeah, okay.
Do my daughter look evil or harmed or unhappy? Nothing. So it's an illusion. It's an illusion. We have been mind controlled, brainwashed, and put under a spell for many centuries. We're being set free because of the age of Aquarius is here to set us free from limitations, beliefs that are not true, that were based upon people who wanted to deceive people for the purpose of power and money. See, most people who are Christians have never heard of Marcion or the Marcionites. They have never heard of the Piso dynasty. I could go on and on and on. I could tell you every council that ever met, why they met, what they discussed, what they added and took out of the Bible. The Bible was not the first book. The Bible was a culmination of many other ancient books. So I still use Christianity sometimes. And when I say that, I mean, sometimes the book of Psalms is just what I need. It just hit the spot. But I don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. I don't blame God. I blame man. So I see God in everything, even in the devil. That, when you get to that point, that's when your mind has truly broken free of the 3D matrix. And so this is what I do. For those of you all who don't know me, I teach people how to manifest love as well because, I went from having some pretty terrible exes to a very awesome guy who is more than deserving of my love. And again, this shit is public. I have nothing to hide. It is what it is. So I'm not doing shit for clout. I'm not doing shit for the sake of my ego. This is why y'all feeling me. If this is the path that you're on, you like, you know what? I like her. And it's because I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. The age of Aquarius is not supporting people who ain't keeping it real. You just gonna be starting to feel yourself turned off by certain people because you start to see them for who they really are. You start to see through the illusions. And now let me give you my story about church and what happened. Just one of many. So there was a situation where somebody in the church needed help, but no one in the church was willing to help them. And it was heartbreaking because I listened to this man's testimony. Now, the people who were running the church, absolutely luxury cars, luxury homes. But I couldn't figure out why this one member who had been a very faithful member for a very long time couldn't get the help that he needed, So I was like, if nobody else offers to help this individual, I will. I approached him. Hey, I've only been here a few weeks. I heard your testimony. I would like to help you. He was shocked. It just broke down. A grown man, a man, broke down. He cried, everything. He was homeless. Because I was no longer homeless, I didn't have a lot at the time, but I had enough to help. I used all of the money that I had. It was my last. And I went and got him an apartment. I brought him to my house. I let him stay there. I fed him, made sure he had what he needed. Tried to lift up his spirits, prayed with him, was consistent. This man now is successful. I would never mention his name because I always want to move in integrity and honor. But when I look back on that situation, I can't even tell y'all how many times that happened. So before you waste your breath telling me anything about Jesus, church, fellowship, the Bible, Allah, religion, whatever it is that you believe, if it is working for you, go for it. But when I was homeless and I needed help, my own church did not help me. And the whole story of what happened is on YouTube, because back then I wasn't doing shit for clout, but I was hurt. And I felt like my story might be necessary, not knowing that I was going to be able to turn my life around 180 degrees, right? And not 360, because that means your ass ending up back where you began. But 180 degrees, I turned my life. I didn't realize that. So at the time that I was sharing these testimonies on YouTube, I was doing this because I did know, I did see myself successful, and I did see myself in front of hundreds and thousands of people who were inspired, healed, understood, felt heard, seen, and felt empowered enough to go out into the world and be the beautiful you that you are. You may be wounded, you may be messed up, you may have issues, you may be bipolar, you may be a narcissist, you might be a drug addict, an alcoholic, a thought, you might be a dog ass nigga, a dope boy, whatever it is that you is. I've been there. And I'm thankful. I've survived shootouts and all kinds of shit. So don't just see a pretty face. I am the epitome of what the Bible talked about. The Bible said that they shall do greater works. Well, how are you going to do greater works if you don't graduate to the next level in your evolution? So for me, this was how I was able to level up and do greater works and help other people. My potions, that's made with integrity. That's biblical. In the Bible, they use frankincense and myrrh to get rid of evil spirits. See, again, you cannot come at me with that stuff because I have already studied and I know what I know. So when I put my hands to a potion or an elixir or I share a ritual with you, I can give you scriptures for everything that I'm doing just to show people who don't know that divination, witchcraft, getting rid of evil spirits, using the same things that I use. And when it comes to the gems and the crystals, when Moses walked on the mountain, when he was receiving the 10 Commandments, that's a mythological story that I can explain at another time. But when all of this happened, he had crystals and gems all around his feet when God met him. People must remember that the 12 tribes of Israel, Isis, Ra, El. If you don't know what any of that is, and you're sitting on the fence and you don't know if you want to be religious or spiritual, just research it. I got a video about it on YouTube. So my videos ain't to try to pull people out of what they're doing. It's just for people who are ready for something different. And maybe it's just you're feeling something down inside of you that's saying it's time to evolve. It's time to grow. It's time to expand your consciousness, right? Open your mind. Become a better version of yourself. So that is the other thing that I wanted to say. Let me make sure this was everything because I just was like, let me just get it all off now. Oh, and for the video that's going viral right now, and I knew that was gonna happen, and it's really beautiful. I want to thank y'all because I can't do none of this shit without y'all. Like, kudos to you, not kudos to me. I don't do shit for clout, but I love to give other people credit for collaborating. You all have shared the video with people. I'm just like, okay, TikTok, I see you. Y'all got some people on there that's on the same frequency I'm on, which is I want to help people. I want to enlighten people. I want to show people the truth and open their minds. And since censorship is just really crazy, it's like TikTok, it works. So thank you. But with that video where I showed you this nanoparticle, which is a sentient being, it is basically alien information that was used to create this sentient being. This hasn't always been in our world. You don't just coincidentally find stuff like that in your house. Now, we've seen the videos all over YouTube with people with Morgellons, with people capturing chemtrails and taking close-up pictures and putting it under the microscope, and it looks exactly like what I showed you. Most of us have seen that, especially those of you like me, where you always looking for the truth. I'm looking for the truth about every damn thing. I just can't let shit slide. I want to know the truth about everything because I have had the wool pulled over my eyes for far too long. Now I'm investigating everything. Everybody can get it. Anything can get it. God, the Bible, foods. I want to know what's in that shit. Like, I'm looking for the truth, right? And I'm going to keep digging and looking until I find it. And then when I find it, I'm going to be courageous enough to share it with other people, even if I get in trouble and become a targeted individual for doing so. Because that's how honor moves. When you really have honor, when you know that you're great, when you're not living in fear, you do shit that other people are afraid to do. And that's my service to humanity. You know? So, yeah, I have already, my badge of honor is my heart. My heart. But with that being said, I found that because my higher self woke me up out of my sleep at 3-something in the morning and said, I want to show you something. And I had been new because I get sinus infections and start sneezing a lot and allergies when I'm in certain cities. So I can, and then you can look and see the chemtrails. You can almost time it, right? Y'all can go and catch these things too. Like they there. They just got a certain behavior. They don't get up and fly around until the middle of the night. All the lights got to be out. If you just hear up and cut the lights on, 9 times, especially if you got some phones or something, where because they're attracted to the electromagnetic radiation, those frequencies that come from the phones and the devices and computers and stuff. So a lot of times you'll find them around modems. You'll find them around your routers, maybe your computers, your phones even. They're attracted to the lights, especially the fluorescent lights. So you'll find them in the bathroom a lot where most people have fluorescent lights. They like to attach to the mirror, things like that. And I've been new this for many, many years. But this particular night, my higher self said, wake up. I want to show you something. I get up. I'm like, okay, what's up? My higher self is like, looked. And I'm like, I caught you motherfuckers. I've been talking about you motherfuckers since 2006. And I finally caught you in action. And so, so I got that video. But what's really interesting about this full story, go back, watch some of the other things that I've been posting this in the last couple months. And you will see that there's a product I created, my husband and I created together, so that it has the Mayat energy, that balanced divine masculine and divine feminine, together co-creating something, right? This is why our products are so powerful, because we anchor ourselves in love, we neutralize the ego, and we co-create together, right? So I created a product, and the product got me in some trouble with some people that I will not mention. And this is when I said, I know I don't do shit for clout, but maybe I'm underestimating my own self, because clearly someone feels threatened about the work that I'm doing, right? So I was like, okay, all right, okay. 1212, Ashe. You know, when you see synchronicities of times and things like that, just give an Ashe to it. Ashe is basically power, giving power to that moment. And it's an African-based concept, but if that's new for you, you can do a little research about that, and it works. And this is one way that we teach to use synchronicities to manifest as well. And then you can go and look up what 1212 means, or whatever you happen to look at when you wake up, or when you look at your phone, or look at a number on somebody's tags or something. Like, the universe communicates to us in numbers and symbols. So anyway, the product got me in trouble, and that's when I realized I'm underestimating myself. I'm out here carrying myself like I'm a regular degular, and I'm not. And that's not being on some arrogant narcissistic shit. But because I've always been a very, very humble person, I'm not ever looking for clout. I'm not looking for approval, nor am I needing affirmation, validation from the outside, because I give that to myself. So in my mind, it's just this is just what I do. It's not like, oh, this is the greatest thing in the world. It just flows through me. It's just what I was put here to do. So when I got the backlash, I had two choices. I was going to either let it scare me and stop doing what I've been doing, or I was going to go harder. And I said, I did not go through all the shit that I went through to back down now. All of the shit that I went through in this simulated ass matrix was preparing me. See, once your perception changes because you have worked on your third eye, then you can perceive the things that happen to you in a way where it benefit you instead of sabotage your success. When I did that, fast forward about 2 weeks, my higher self is like, I got a little surprise for you. You didn't need proof, but we're going to give you some anyway, because there are a lot of people out there who are being harmed because of their ignorance. See, people tell you ignorance is bliss, but that's a lie. It is not. That shit was made up so people will be comfortable in their ignorance. People are comfortable in their ignorance, but it's not blissful. It's actually dangerous. You feel me? So they was just like, look, man, the universe is like, look, you've been doing the work. You've been consistent. You know what I'm saying? You've been had integrity. I work so hard. Every product that I create, most people don't do this. Every product that I create, I do research, get cited sources that you can find yourself. And some of them are very hard to find, because when I do research, that means you're actually digging up shit that's probably been removed from the internet, censored. Like, I go in. And I'm not just going into the physical realm. I go into the spiritual realm to collect data to back up my products, so I'm not going to be out here just creating shit and asking people to give me their money. And I ain't even gave you no proof that my shit do what I say it do, So I was just like, okay, I tell you what, I'm going to get an EMF reader. And I am going to use the EMF reader that checks electromagnetic frequencies, right? I'm going to use that, and we're going to check our devices. Let everybody see the reading. This was after I made the product. I didn't need to see that entity, nanoparticle in the air. I didn't like none of this. But this just show you that when you have vision, internal vision, when your third eye is so strong, where you know that you know that you know, the universe will give you shit to back it up eventually for the people who still are of little faith and they need to see things in order to believe. That's in the Bible too. Because if you remember, Jesus was like, I'm not healing them folks, because they need to see to believe. But the soldier who came to Jesus and said, my daughter is sick and dying, and I know that you can heal her. And he said, just because of his faith, even though Jesus wasn't even feeling him, because technically they were on two different sides. You know what I'm saying? This man was a Roman soldier. Jesus was like, just because of your faith in me, because he told Jesus, I believe in you. I believe in you so much that you ain't even got to be near my daughter to heal her. You can do it from here. I'm a soldier, right? I command. And when I give commands, the army following me follows that command. So basically in the spiritual realm, you're the same. So you just say the word and I believe that my daughter would be healed. But when all the other people was coming to him and they was like, show me proof, show me proof, show me proof, show me proof, Jesus threw them deuces and struck out on their ass. Just disappeared. He did this shit more than once. Go back and read stories. See, it's a lot of things that you can learn when you set aside what you think you know and just allow yourself to be as innocent as a child and learn things new from a higher perspective. The way an eagle see the world is not the same the way a roach see the world. And I'm not calling nobody a roach. I'll say ant. So nobody say that I'm trying to be offensive, because I'm not like, I don't do that either. Like, when you feel small, you try to belittle people and make people feel bad about what they believe. But when you know who you are, you use who you are to lift people up instead of tear people down, see? So, with that being said, the universe, because of my consistency, because of me constantly keeping myself in a vibration that was positive and uplifting, the universe said we're going to do some of the most out of the ordinary shit just for you because you've been consistent. You are in service to others. You are in service to the whole collective of those awakening. You're doing the work. You're doing the work. It's appreciated. So this I didn't plan this. I wasn't like, ooh, I want to be big on TikTok. And I didn't give a fuck about that shit so much. Y'all don't understand. I've lived most of my life giving too many fucks about what people think. And most of them people, what they thought didn't even have no impact on me. And when I needed help, they weren't even there. So it's just like, why do I keep living for other people? They clearly are living for themselves. And I'm trying to make other people happy and be satisfied with me. So I was like, okay, I'll post the product, which is called Dark Crystal. I'm going to post it on TikTok. What the hell? I already got my tribe of people. We like 700 strong on the website, 11,000 strong on YouTube. Our IG keep getting taken down because I start channeling and I don't know that I'm revealing top secret shit. Like, I start remote viewing and it just come out. So I'm having to learn how to be like, hold on, that's some secret government shit. Don't say that here. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you're remote viewing something that is 30 years in the future. Most people are not going to be able to handle or ready to hear that. This is not the divine time for you to share that message. There's a time for everything. And so because I'm still learning as I go, I'm having to, pay more attention to what I'm saying to y'all and when. And so with that being said, I posted the product. I didn't need the universe or nothing to prove to me, but something happened that proved it to me. And I'm not going to say what that something was because I did post it. So we did the EMF reader. Go check it out. The Age of Aquarius is supporting people who move with integrity, who move with authenticity, who move with compassion and realness. People fuck with me because they resonate with my realness. They feel my truth and my transparency. People out here trying to look perfect and shit, trying to make their life look perfect and shit. Like, it's ridiculous. Y'all see me like this, but tomorrow you might see me on here looking really, really fucked up and crying and shit. And like, I'm so depressed. I don't know what to do. I might be in a whole dark night of the soul moment tomorrow. But that's because my ego is neutralized. So I don't feel like I have to always be in control of what everybody think about me. That right there is why a lot of us are depressed, do suffer with panic attacks and anxiety, are not manifesting our best lives because we're living for everybody else. And when you do that, you forfeit your own future, the future that you desire, and you end up living fate. You end up living according to a narrative that you have been handed by other people. So I see more than what most people see. And I see some very, very high up, well-known, popular, even famous people. And I see the tower falling because they are not operating in honor and integrity and honesty. I hide nothing. But some of my life is still private because it's sacred and it's mine. However, when I come in front of you, I keep it so real, you can't help but feel me if you real too. But if you don't feel me, then it might be you. And I wasn't trying to make that shit rhyme, but it did and it do. I told you I'm a rapper, I'm a writer, songwriter, all of that shit. But because I'm so humble and I don't do shit for clout, y'all don't see me out here every day like trying to prove that I can rap and trying to prove I can write a song, because I'm very comfortable just being in my existence. It don't have to be perfect. I don't have to always be my most beautiful self when I'm on here. Put on a little eyeshadow today, a little foundation, and I'm feeling cute and I'm here. But I'm not always looking like this because I don't want to be worshipped. I don't want people to look at me and feel like, oh, she got it all together. No, I don't. But the shit that I do have together and the shit that I figured out, I'm always gonna find a way to share that. And guess what? Even with everything I shared with y'all, right? After all of this, I came to the knowledge during the Lionsgate portal. If you don't know what Lionsgate portal is, go to the YouTube. It's under my name, KHAMSIN. I have about 11,700 or something like that subscribers. But every year we teach you what this means and how to use this for your own spiritual ascension, for your own journey up out of the 3D matrix and its programming. But with this Lionsgate portal, a whole new layer of delusion, of mind control came off of me. And I realized how great I really was. And I cried because I didn't see myself. I was perceiving myself through the eyes of others who are unhealed, right? So when the Lionsgate portal gave me like the vision of a lion, gave me the courage of a lion, I became the motherfucking queen of the jungle. But I had always been. But when you're under the delusion, when people have hurt you, when you're wounded, when your inner child is still wounded, when you haven't done enough self-love work, you haven't done enough shadow work, right? You're going to be incapacitated at your ability to create the life that you desire. And you're going to find yourself being victim to everybody else. And it's not to make them enemies, because most times it's unconscious. So I highly recommend you study the work of Carl Jung, where he talks about the subconscious and conscious mind, the unconscious mind, in a single person and on a collective level, because we are all one. Even if you don't realize yet that you are one with everything, everything is everything. It is what it is. It don't change. It is what it is. And so coming to these realizations, this is what made me say, you know what? I'm going hard. I'm going hard because being soft and shit and trying to be sweet and make sure people are happy with me and comfortable with my content and being a people pleaser, being super nice, not having no fucking boundaries, not enforcing the boundaries because I'm so afraid I have rejection, fear of rejection, fear of abandonment from my own experiences as a child, right? All of this shit. And it was like, why live like that? Why torture yourself? You already been through enough. Just be you. And whoever can't handle it and they leave your life, that's okay. That's okay, because they really weren't benefiting you no way. So just being able to let go. When you let go, you will be able to get into the flow state, right? So, I said a lot more than I intended to. I did not expect this many people to see this video either. So if you're watching this video now, peace to you and thank you. Damn, you hit different. I like it. You have to be yourself. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Vanessa. Girl, like I said, I was like, you know what? I'm a makeup artist. But a lot of times I don't have any makeup on when I get on here and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, today, well, I'm gonna allow my creativity to be expressed in my makeup. This is art. It's just art on my face. So, but at first I was like, I think I maybe make people feel some kind of way. And so I would dim my light. And I would not show people what I was capable of, because I always found myself trying to fit in. I wanted to be accepted. Everybody does. I want my friends to love me. I want them to accept me. I want them to think I'm beautiful. I want them to think I'm smart, support me, right? And so I practiced dimming my light because I thought that was the best way to do that. You know, especially back in the day when you're young, if it seems like you're trying to outshine the people that you're around, you know, you're going to get into a situation that's not going to feel good. So I learned how to be small, to dim my light, right? I was that person who could actually write a really great song, but I would sit in the studio with somebody else who was writing a song and just give the song to them and let them say they did it. Like, I was really on some shit like that for a really long time. And so because of that, a lot of people used me. I'm not mad at them. I would have used me too, hell. You know what I'm saying? So it's just being in the state of mind where you don't have enemies. You know? I don't have enemies. Everything negative that ever happened to me benefited me. What don't kill me make me strong. So people who took me through shit and it might have felt like it was going to kill me, I'm grateful for them and thankful for them because they were part of my process. Even if they didn't know, even if they really were trying to hurt me, they were part of the process of the beautiful becoming that you see before you now. So I wanted to share that with y'all because this motivational shit is not a game for me. This is my life. I went through so much and I came so far. But I just feel like a lot of people is doing shit for clout. And the lioness segment, whole other conversation. We can get into another time. I have a whole lot of videos about that. Because segment was the first spirit guide that I met when I came out of religion and entered into spirituality. But with all of that being said, I'll just say this. I appreciate y'all so much, you know, and I'm really glad that I got on TikTok because I probably wouldn't have came across y'all no other way. I hope that you all feel the same way as I do. We have a couple songs we got to finish recording, and I'm so tired. I just want to go to sleep because I've been working so hard today. But you know what? I'm going hard because I know it's people that's ready to wake up that might need inspiration or whatever is coming through me might need that. So I'm pushing for you. It ain't just for me. So show me some love. Share my content, you know. Share it with somebody you think might need it might resonate with. Check out the website. Every product that I write, I extensively explain everything because I know a lot of people are just now coming into this spiritual journey and coming out of the 3D matrix mind control techniques and indoctrination. So I explain everything as if I'm speaking to someone who's new, but you may not be new. You might can school me and give me some tips, like please message me and give me some tips. I'm not on that ego shit. I'm gonna be like, thank you, I appreciate it, you know? So it's like you can be great, but you can be humble at the same time. And a lot of people go crazy with power. You get a little power, they get a few little followers, you know what I'm saying? They get one viral video, and I just be sitting back looking like, okay, it was a bit too much for them, you know? Because they start spiraling out of control, and the ego takes the driver's seat of their life. You can see it, you know? So my goal was no matter how many numbers, because, you know, really, I don't let numbers really dictate things, even though I look to them for synchronicities. They don't dictate. It's just a sign of the direction I'm going in. But sometimes the numbers don't match. Sometimes the information that you share, who you are, yada, 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 sometimes is so great, so beautiful, so different, so outside of the 3D matrix consciousness. It's more 5D consciousness. It's more crystals, Christ consciousness, right? That the numbers may not reflect. That don't mean you're not great. That's because that's the matrix job. That is the job of artificial intelligence, to keep humanity in check. So if you look at the numbers and you let the numbers make you feel some kind of way, you might get cheated out of what it is that you came here to do. Don't let them numbers trick you. I look at them numbers and be like, 3 people watch this shit. That shit went viral. They lying. Like I really do. I really, really do think like that because it's the truth. So because I'm not doing it for clout, whoever I reach and it touches, I'm grateful that you received my message. Like for real, for real. And anybody that have an interaction with me, it's always positive. I always leave a positive impact in people's life. What is that? Y'all giving me flowers? That's damn. I ain't think I was gonna get no flowers till I die. Y'all fuck with me for real. Like, thank you. That's beautiful. I really, you know, I'm really not a digital chick, but like I appreciate the digital shit. Y'all, I'm really not trying to rhyme, but I guess because we've been writing all day and recording video footage and you know, for the video and shit like that, but I just keep rhyming. I'm not trying to, but y'all are so, like, I don't care what nobody say. Like, TikTok got some of the most humble, black sheep, people can't stand, lonely, maybe ain't got a lot of friends kind of people, that them my kind of people, you know? Like, people call us weirdos. They think we weird. But I love it. Like, the weirder you are, I'd be like, okay, it might not be my thing, but I appreciate you for being authentic and being not afraid to allow the world to judge you, because it's more important for you to show your authenticity than whether or not people are going to judge you. That's true power. You know what I'm saying? Like, that right there, that's real power, and that's what I'm here for. So I appreciate you. Sprinkle. Yeah, I gotta get off here so I can record my song. Y'all, see, y'all turning me up and shit. I knew, you know what? I knew y'all was gonna do this. I said, them little motherfuckers on TikTok go have me on TikTok all the time. But no, you're not gonna do that, because I'm gonna get off here in a minute. But I love the interactions. And that's what I'm here for. It's not the clout. It's for the interaction. It's for the exchange of energy. If you know anything about the laws of the universe, the number one way to level up in your life is to give to someone else what it is that you desire, to plant the seed of desire in someone else, to show someone else how much you appreciate them, you know? And so we fuck up. We too often do not give people their flowers while they're alive. And I mean the people that have had a positive impact on your life, you know? So we lose people. We lose DMX. We lose Nipsey. And we be like, damn, you know. And maybe there were better ways that we could have supported what they were trying to do, you know, or represent. So yeah, I appreciate that. Whoa, the destroyer. But your vibe is so mellow. Why her? Whoa, you must have went and saw my new potion. Okay, you know what? Just for you. Minshew Jetson too. I'm going to post a video explaining why I felt this was the time to make that potion. And I'm going to explain what's in it, what it do, and all that good stuff. But let me say this. One of the main reasons Kali is what has been speaking to me among some of the goddesses. She's just one of the many. But she's been coming through really, really strong since the Lionsgate portal, because I'm realizing that our egoic self, it really does diminish the impact that we could make in the world. And it causes us to second guess ourselves. It causes us to be afraid of what other people will think. It causes us to be shamed, embarrassed, and feel guilty. None of those things will be of service to you, which means that you will not be able to be of service to humanity and leave the world a better place than when you got here. You know, you're not going to be able to do that. So that's why the destroyer, she doesn't destroy your ability to be great. She destroys the limitations. She destroys the things that are enemies to you, that are adversarial to your journey. She looks scary, but think about it. A baby will walk right up to a bear or a lion, yeah, even better example, and put their hand in the lion's mouth, and the lion will not bite that baby. But to an adult, it looks scary. And so the fear that you feel from the image that is being displayed is what impacts the outcome of that interaction. So when I first started studying Kali, yeah, I was like, whoa, this is a demon and I'm scared of her. And then I realized it must be something to this. Anytime the powers that want to be make you feel like you need to stay away from something because it's dangerous, is because they know that that something contains power to be able to break through the mind control, the brainwashing, the spell that we've been under, the illusion. So Kali very patiently allowed me to learn and study what she was about. And then she came in my life so strong and caused me to neutralize my ego. And I was like, whoa, you're not like a demon here to harm me like I thought. And she laughed. She was like, no, of course not. But why would the people who have suppressed the divine feminine, why would they allow the world to know who I really am and what I could help you do? If they did that, that's messing up their own agenda, right? They're not going to be able to control people anymore. So that's why she looks scary. Okay? It's not because you should be fearful. You know, it's because unless you are pure of heart like a child, you will look at her and only see evil and fear. But if your heart is pure as a child's heart, you will have a whole different perception and interpretation of what it is her archetypal energy represents. And truth be told, I've been Kali my whole life. My whole life, I have tried to help people check their ego and checking my own my whole life. That's beautiful. To destroy your old self, your old beliefs, your limitations, all of the stuff holding you back from being great. Like, it's nothing evil about that. But the powers that want to be want you to think that it is, so you won't level up and you won't come out from under the matrix of 3D. So that's why. But just watch. The people who benefit from neutralizing their ego, yeah, they're going to be the people we're going to be the people who leave an impact in this world where when you do get ready to transition, people are going to be like, you know what? I didn't understand everything this person did. I didn't always know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really wasn't feeling them. But damn, they did leave a positive impact on the world, even though I may not agree with everything they did. That's a legacy. You know, that's the real legacy right there. So run your marathon. You know, like Nipsey, he was talking about it. He knew that he had reached a level of greatness. You know what I'm saying? That is difficult to attain. And yeah, so we give honor to people who tried to use their life to be an example by taking what they were sharing with us and applying it to our life and leveling up, level up, level up, level up, level up. And when you are truly operating as a spiritual being, and when you truly see God in everything, this is why I can look at Kali and see the creator, right? Because I see God in everything. That's my perception. I have a godly perception, right? So whereas in the past, my perception was split, it was duality. I only saw black and white, right? I had a very limited ability to see color. I was colorblind. When my perception and consciousness expanded into 4D and now into 5D, I was able to see God in everything, which is why I don't hate anybody. You will very rarely hear me get upset. You will very rarely see me, you know, acting out unnecessarily, because I see God in everything. So I don't have a reason to react like that, feel like that, live like that, and be like that, because everything is always working out for my highest potential. Even the negative shit. My scars is proof of that. That the things that came to try to take my life and kill me were the very things that strengthened me and gave me a path that I could walk and be proud of, where people could see she been through some shit and she allowed the whole world to see it. That way, you know, nobody can say that I'm selling snake oil and I'm out here trying to get over on people, because I have allowed the whole world to just watch me go through my journey. Now that right there takes courage, because everybody's not going to be feeling you, and that's all good. I don't need everybody to feel me. But the people who do feel me, I appreciate you. Like, that's real. I appreciate you. So let's be more authentic. Let's not be afraid to be ourselves. Let's be liberated, you know, and live to create the life that you desire. Life is full of challenges, but life is love. That's just what it is. So check out the website, y'all. I'm going to get off here now. I'm going to go and record this song. We're going to be dropping some music and stuff really, really, really soon. I'm really pushing to try to get all these products, all of the music, everything out, because I see what's coming. I see the war that's coming. Most people don't see it, but it's already happening in the spiritual realm. And so I want to help people who are ready to be ready, who are ready to be accountable for their actions, accountable for their life, accountable for what they are manifesting, are ready to step into the energy of being your own God, your own creator. Even those that read the Bible, for some reason, they look over the part that says, ye are gods. So it's not blasphemous when I say that I'm a goddess. It's not blasphemous when I call my man a god, because we are creators of our own reality. So that's what makes us be God. We're not saying we're creator of everything, but we're absolutely accountable for what's in our life and the creators of everything that's in our life. This is just a simulation. That's all. This is the matrix. You came here to have a simulated experience. And when we die, we return to source, right? And we're just fractals of God, little fractals of light. Humans. It's just God having a human experience. So if you take all of our stories and put them together, it's still not going to equal the magnitude of what the energy of creation really is. And when I died, I met this energy. That's on my YouTube as well. You know, my channel has over 1 million views. And it's because I was so weird. And I was so unafraid to allow my vulnerability, my weakness, my weirdness to be seen. Because I'm supporting the outcasts. I fuck with the outcasts. I fuck with the black sheep. I want people to level up. I'm fucking with everybody who's in poverty. I'm fucking with everybody who's sick and want to be healed. Like, if you want to level up, I want to help you level up. Like, that's what we do. And that's what it is. You cannot replicate. You cannot duplicate integrity when it's real. So I'm going to get off here and do the song. Make sure y'all check out our music. We got free classes, free webinars. We've been doing shit for free. Like, if that ain't integrity, and if that ain't I'm really in service to others, I don't know what is. So go to the website and check that stuff out. Don't sleep on it. It's a war coming. You want to get yourself ready. You want to decalcify your pineal gland. You want to start moving in a direction that you actually want to go into. Don't allow the bifurcation. That means two earths. There's two earths existing right now. You got to choose which one you're going to live on. What frequency are you going to live in? What kind of person are you going to be? You choose. You have free will, so use it. Don't allow the structures of other people's beliefs to be what you live by if that template is not working for you. That just means there's something else that will work better for you. You just need to take the time to find it. This is a lot. I gave a lot for free tonight. So I'm expecting to see you on the other side. And I hope that this was blissful to you. Not a blessing. Because to me, blessing is telling people unconsciously to be less. Bless, be less. So I say bliss, blissing you to feel enjoyment and comfort and excitement and joy about life. There's nothing wrong with bliss. Ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance is dangerous. I'm not here to serve you that. I'm here to serve you exactly what you need to manifest the life you came to manifest. That's it. And for the people that don't resonate with, I'm just not for you, and that's okay. There's plenty of people out there that's probably going to be a really good resonance for you. So, with love, I'm out of here. For those of you all who already know what we like to say when we get through, because we always are attempting to be intimate, right? And in a 5D way. And that is not with your two eyes, but with that one eye that controls your perception, which controls your reality. Right? Which controls the energy that you're anchoring on the planet. Man, your third eye has just been kissed. Peace. Now, how the hell I end this shit? See, no ego. Back in the day, I wouldn't even ask that question. I don't know how to end this shit, but yeah, we're going to figure out how to do that. I'm just going to end it. Hopefully it ends. Hopefully y'all ain't going to be listening to us in the background, because I don't know what we going to be doing tonight. All right, y'all. Peace.